Now in the second level, as in the first level, we have collected all the elements, the parent families and nested families, some UI elements and the system families, all are collected in the first level. Now we have to filter it out so that all the required families only should be present in the collected elements. So in the second level, we are going to filter it out with the help of element properties, methods from the family instances to remove the null categories and non-required Revit API elements, and also we are removing the system elements. What are system elements? If we have drawn some ducts or pipes and some electrical fixtures or equipments is there will be some systems are present. So if you want to remove that system elements, we are removing in this level 2. Moving forward to the level 3, in the level 3 we are removing the nested families from that collected or filtered element list. We are removing the nested families from it while keeping the parent families and the system families. Now when we open Dynamo and create a new Dynamo file, this window will appear. This Python node will not be there. To get this Python node, go to the left hand side. Here you will get the library browser. If you go down here, there is one script option. When we click on this drop down, this 3 option will appear: control flow, editor, and evaluate. In editor option, the Python script node will be there. Just click on it, this node will appear in the workspace. To edit this node, click on this node, click on right click and then edit. After click on edit, this Python workspace will open. In this Python workspace you will see there are some libraries already imported. One input is there and one output is there. This is the output of this Python node. Whichever output we will getting with the help of this code, and we will get it in there. This output that is displayed in here, this output, and this input. This is input to the Python node. If an input is given, that input we are taking from this here. So let's start with our first level code. As we already know, in the first level of code, we are going to import libraries, create document instance, get ActiveView from that document instance, and collect the elements from that ActiveView. So let's get started. This is the code which is already there in the Python script. When you open it, some of this library we will not require, and some more library we are going to insert, import. Okay, so we'll delete this one first. Okay, we will go one by one. This one, import system. This import system is importing the system libraries, and this import CLR is importing the common language runtime libraries from our system. Why we are importing this library? Because we are coding in Python and Revit is built up in a C# language. So to convert the C# libraries to the Python libraries and C# classes to the Python classes and Python class to the C# classes, we are importing this CLR here. Now two three libraries we have to import here to get our elements. So let's start with Revit API. So just type CLR dot add reference add reference brackets, and inside this Revit API. This will convert this Revit library to the Python so that it can give the command, and that will convert it to C#. Now from this Revit API, we are going to import DB namespace, and we are going to import all classes of DB namespaces so that it will be available when we are going to call while writing the code. Okay, so for that we use from Autodesk dot Revit dot DB namespace import star. This import star will import all the classes of that DB namespace. And this will be helpful for doing any operations which is related to Revit API. But we have to do some other operation which are related to Revit services. For that, why that Revit services is required, okay, I will tell you while writing the code. For that we will write CLR dot add reference then bracket, inside the bracket we will call in Revit services. Revit services is required to import the persistence document manager, and that document manager is required to create a document instance. Okay, now here the services we have converted to Python. Now import Revit. Going to import Revit services, and from Revit services dot persistence we are going to import document manager. Now we have imported all the libraries required to run this script. We are not giving any input in the script. As the input is not required, we are going to collect all the elements which are present in the ActiveView. So let's get started by creating the document instance. Let's assume in doc we are collecting document instance. So to create a document instance, from document manager dot instance dot current db document. So yeah, current database document instance is created with the help of it. Now as the document instance created, Now we are going to collect the ActiveView. So to collect the ActiveView, we are going to use the property of the document instance, and that is document dot ActiveView. Now in this ActiveView, the view which is active or where our last focus is there, that will be collected here. Now to collect the elements from this ActiveView, we are going to use filtered element collector. So let's get started. View elements is equal to filtered element collector if only doc is given. The filter element collector is created for doc only, and if we give other filter properties after this, that filter will be applied on our active Revit document, whole active Revit document. Now here we want to just filter out the element which are present in ActiveView, so we have to give the ID of the ActiveView here. So as we have collected ActiveView in ActiveView, so we'll write here ActiveView dot ID. Now if we want to add some other filters of categories or class filter, we can add that here, but just we want all the elements present in the ActiveView, so we just convert this to elements to elements. Now in this view elements, all the elements which are present in the ActiveView is collected. It includes the family instances, some API elements which are not required are also collected there, and nested families are also will be there, which is present in our parent family, and some system families are there. So this all the families and all the elements will be appear in the view elements. Now this our level 1 is completed here, and if you want all these elements, you can simply give this view elements in the output. Now we are going to the level 2. In the level 2, we are going to filter out other Revit elements, which Revit API element which we don't require, some null category elements and the system elements. For that, first we have to create one list in which we want to append or store that elements. Let's give that list a name, fam view inst, and we will assign it an empty list. Now all the elements which are present in the ActiveView is collected in the view elements. Now we have to filter it out so that all the required elements, the elements which are given the null categories, and the elements which are Revit API elements and the system elements. System elements means the elements which belong to the means there, if we have created any ducting or some electrical wiring or some piping etc. So systems, so the mechanical, electrical, plumbing systems are created there. If we don't require that system in our family instance, view fam view instance list. So for that we are going to filter all this out from our list. For filtering out, we'll using for loop. Just say for I in view element. For I in view elements. Now we are going to apply this filter to all the elements which are present in the fam view instance. So for that we are going to use if. So first we are going to clear the if the categories and null categories elements are present in our list, we are going to filter it out. For that filtering, we'll using the property of element I dot category. By this category, by this category not equal to I dot category not equal to none. By this all the elements which have null categories are skipped. Here what we are given, I dot category not equal to none. All the elements whose category is not equal to null is added in our list. After that, and one more I dot get type. This method will apply get type method here. If get type name is not equal to element, now to remove the API elements from there, get type element now dot get type dot name is not equal to element. Here one more filter we add I dot category. If category dot name, here's the tricky part. The category, there should be a multiple category or systems will be there. So if mechanical systems are there or electrical systems are there, so their name is mechanical system, electrical system, plumbing system. So to review that system, we just taking the last 7 names. So we are taking last 7 words from that name. That will be systems. If the category name is system, it will escape that elements from our list. So to do that, we'll give just here -7, and from -7 to -1 in that word, it will take that amount of word, like last 7 word it will take, and it will compare it with. So to that, not equal to SOSTEM systems. So now we have given a function here, and after that, if we want only this is second level we are doing here. Second level we are doing here. So if we'll append here, like fam instance dot append, and we'll give here in output fam instance. So now this output will give us all the elements which are in the ActiveView, removing the elements whose category is null, removing the element whose type name is element, and removing the system elements from our view elements list. Now if we are going here to the third level, we don't even want the nested families. We want the parent families, and we want our system families. So to get the parent families and to keep the system families, we have to use a super component. One thing to remember here is that super component is the property of family instance, not the property of the system families. That is a property of you can say it a loadable family. As loadable family, we are getting is here as a family instance, but for system families we don't have that super component property. So for that we have to use try and except here. First we will use try, and we will give if condition there in try. In that condition, if condition, we are going to use a super component. If super component is not there, is equal to none, we are going to use. And if it's not there, we are going to append our elements in the view family instance list. Otherwise we are going to accept, and in accept we are directly appending it. If there is no super component error is there, that means that is a system family. So that system families will be appended in accept, and in try our parent family is appended. We are going if condition in try to remove the nested family. So here just we are going to do the filtering for our third level. For that for time being, remove the family instance here. Just give 2 tab, write try this condition means it's taking tab already, and we'll give if condition in that try. If I dot super component means there is no parent family to this family, means that is this family is a parent family. So if there is no parent family to this family, which means this is the parent family, then family instance dot append I, otherwise skip it. Now if this now if this try will not happen, or error will be there, error will be there if there is any system families. It will run except condition, except except. Here it will append family instance dot append I. So here we have added the parent family, and here we have added the system family. Okay, so parent family and system family is added here. We just give this family instance already in output. We'll save it, and when we run it, all the elements which are present in our active view of our open active document of active Revit document, all the elements except the elements whose category is null, the element whose element type is whose get type we get as element name, get type name is element, and whose category is system. So this three type of element will removed from the list, and even the nested families are removed. We are getting the parent families which are present there and the system families which are present in our ActiveView. So that's it. All the three levels we are covered here for our script.
Thank you for watching the video. If you want more such type of video or video on some specific topic on Dynamo Python Revit API, give the topic in comment. We are going to upload more such type of video. If you don't want to miss it, please subscribe and hit on the bell icon. You are on the Revit Automation at the Dynamo Python Revit API.